What up, my lovely females and gents? It's a girl Bubbly B here. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're a regular, thank you for supporting my content. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back with another The title of this video is my worst sleepover experience. Yay! Stop inviting people over if you are going to make them starve. I repeat, stop inviting people over if you're going to make them starve. If you know that you're not going to order anything, if you know that you're not going to cook, if you know that you aren't planning on eating, don't invite people to come to your house. Anyways, in this story time, I'm going to talk about my worst, and I mean it when I say that worst. Like, that worst must be in bold, it must be capitalized, right? I'm going to talk about my worst sleepover experience. Like, guys, yo, hey, sometimes, like, the red flags were there, yet I chose to ignore them. So back in 2014, I was dating this other dude, right? I honestly don't know how the guy and I dated, because before, right? Kurinje, I never thought Jola, because this is the person whereby not it's like re fetana fela strateng, we don't greet each other. Yes, we follow each other on Facebook, but I just knew that he existed. Then he just knew that I existed. So I knew the guy through this other girl, Elo. We played hockey together. I wasn't really close to the girl, right? I just knew that she was dating the guy since Elo, most of the time she talked about him during practice, right? Every time during practice, Toby in about their relationship, it was always guy doing this or her doing this. But the whole topic, like the whole whatever we spoke about was always about the guy, right? And she always started the topic, right? She always started the So girl and I weren't really friends, right? She's just an acquaintance, if I may put it like that. Right? We went to the same school, we played hockey. So fine, it so happened that later that year they broke up. I don't really know what happened between them, but I remember girl used to complain about the guy being stingy, right? That was her problem. That was her problem with him. The guy didn't really go all out in the relationship. Like Kelly Ineliana that was doing most of the things, right? So guy and I can't say he's reserved, but he is reserved because I dated him and I saw that side of his. I think maybe Uspender, maybe to certain people or whatsoever, but he doesn't really spend money on his girlfriends. So I think that's one of the reasons they broke up, because after Jola guy, I learned the hard way. Because my white ass decided to ignore the red flags, Hanegela complain guy. Instead, Gamujola Lina guy, Bonache, he showed me my mother dancing with Michael Jackson. So a few months later, guy texted me on Facebook, right? Mind you, they had broken up later, girl. We were getting to know each other. I mean, I didn't really in the first phase of getting to know each other, right? Like, we weren't really rushing things. So this went on for like a month, because he was very patient with me, you guys. He was very patient with me since Elore. At that time, I wasn't really looking for anything, right? I wasn't really looking for a relationship. They get focused mosgila. Like, but in that period, he was asking to see me, but in the go around, one of our too busy to go around because I wasn't really looking for anything. Nagile focused because Gela and enjoying life, like next time stress. Samachita. So guy was nagging me. Like, Ukila bona moto, I'll foster. Go I'll foster until you end up agreeing. Yeah, that's what happened. So fine, we met. It was our first time meeting. Like, guys, nervous. Like, truly speaking, I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I had a lot of these thoughts in my mind. Oh, what if like, what if or different from phone? You know, when you are about to meet someone that you have never met, someone that you've only spoken to via telephonically or via whatever, ne? And then it so happened that y'all meet in person. Obviously, you're gonna be nervous. You're gonna be nervous because you don't want. First things first, you don't want to get catfished, right? Secondly, you thinking, hore, what's gonna be his impression of me, right? Lena, the same thing, like what exactly is he expecting from me? Kore, you know those stages, right? Yeah, until I was wrong. He was the sweetest, kind. Ko o jwalo ska ha ne re bua phone, guys. The very same person e ke la mo experience a phone le real life ke la mo experience, but at that time only, right? At that moment only. Fine, ra hlakana ko strateng. He officially introduced himself, and I did the same. So after our first meetup, like we were growing more closer, guys. Like we were becoming more close. And we were close. But I was so jolly, right? We would meet up kadi weekends because I get it during the week we both go to school, right? So obviously kadi weekend in the nako ya rona ya hore re hlakana. So after about 3 weeks since re hlakana ntse re bua, he officially asked me out. So I didn't really give him an answer straight away because right? Since Elore they've dated before, yes, I know that girl and I aren't friends actually, but then I felt as if it would have been rude kidumele guy without talking to the girl first, right? Without hearing hore entlege does she approve or sharp or sharp, like between us, right? So fine, Kibua Legeli and explained the situation to her. Fine, I told her that. So it so happened that a few months later, after you and the guy broke up, him and I started talking, right? He approached me via Facebook. So now after all of that, he asked me out. She was cool with it. She gave us her blessings. Yo, you know, when I first approached her, I thought it was about drama or khilwane. Kanti nix. Onale shabu girl, like she was genuine, like she approved. And that was something that I was looking for because I didn't want her finding out from the street that Bitapa Ojola Lexia how Bitapa is doing this behind your back. No. I wanted her to hear it from me first, right? Even though Nexo Jolele guy at that time, like Negisomofe answer, but Negibato Wale girl, you know. So I remember before approaching the girl, one of my friends was like, "No, you don't really have to tell the girl Khoredin Tang because y'all not really friends, right?" And I was like, "No, I have to. I have to, you know. I don't want it to seem as if like I've been doing this behind her back or like I wanted to clear. Fine. After that, I went back to the guy. Give me answer, yes, we can date, and then you know what's funny about relationships? Like in the beginning stage, like you can do if I grind, if I saw money hasili ya boma 4 to 5 months, true colors are revealed. Y'all fight left, right, and center. Me and the guy dated for 10 months, if I remember correctly. Jiggy. In that period, Motikio, he wants to introduce me to his mother. Yo, I refused. Like, I felt as if it was too soon. Like, ready, guys, ready. So, Guy Lena has this tendency, like most of his exes that I know, most of them, they've been introduced to his mother. Like, he's introduced them to his mother. One thing I realized about the guy was that he loves deeply. So I think that's like one of the reasons why Angadi relationships are high serious. So I went back to the girl, his ex. Because yo, Junior let this thing of his yaubana the ghost to here. Junie, what disturb, man? Ah, ay, the one. Nana get shoot like a hidden tag. How? Ish. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. So where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, I asked the girl about the guy's mother and that Kimoto Ojwang. Because Guy Lena Obizi on the other hand, about like meeting his mom. Like I actually find it weird, you guys. Like most of my exes, it's in all of them, most of them, they have or they had this tendency of introducing me to their moms. Like, weird. Like, come on. King, live on a marriage. Come on, guys. Come on. I ended up agreeing, but Azanga decided when exactly am I going to meet his mom? So guys, here's the climax. A few months later, he invited me over to his place. I disagreed, right? I disagreed because remember Negele bookworm, right? He was like, because yay, He was very smart. Like, he was very smart. I don't know. I'm sure Umzal is smart because last I spoke to him was in 2017, I think. So yeah, he's actually a very smart person, right? So yeah, I gotta know I'm fine, thanks, and I'll manage. Thank you. So one day, he tricked me and was like his mother is sick and that she wants to see me. Ke ya le nna ka ho phapha. Guys, ke fihla hapo. Ha ke fihla hapo, ha hona motho o kulang moo. Mind you, me and his mother haven't officially met, right? Like, ne re bua ka phone, but azang ra kopana face to face. Ha ke fihla moo, he escorts me to the living area. Okay, sharp. Ke mmotsa gore o kae mmao. He was like, what? No, she left with my aunt, but what? So now when he said his mother left with his aunt, I thought maybe like they went to the doctor or maybe they went to the hospital. Can't mix. Ondlala di mind game see di man. Guys, we waited and waited. Over the way re emeng, re laba ra sheba di movie. You can imagine how long it has been. I'm sure we waited about 2 hours since I adopted. Mind you, in that waiting period, he hasn't offered me anything. I had to ask him for water because neke bona gore he get osha get lala and like. So it's getting late. My mom went text Elena. Mind you, since Kivaya Katung around 12, no, it's only half 6. I'm like, dude, you know what? I'll come back tomorrow morning, right? Please tell your mother that Negile thing and that I'll come back tomorrow morning because no mwaka walwana and Luena wa born. He was like, let me go to the bathroom and then I'll take you home afterwards. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed. Without offering them anything to eat or drink. Like, make it make sense, please. Especially for the hours still long, Jal. Like, like, they've been at your house since 12 a.m. No, it's only half 6. Half 6 at night, they haven't eaten anything. They had to ask for water because even if next time like, I don't think he would have bothered to give me water. A few minutes, he came back and he was like, I just spoke to my aunt and already they're on their way. Guys, re eme until half 8. Since back to back. Mind you, they ignore my mom's text and calls. But ba end like bava, cause like no sing like that dealer, right? He was like, they're just around the corner. Yo, I was fuming shame. I stood up, took my bag. He stood in front of me and over like, please don't go. I'll explain how I'm like, I don't want to hear it, dude. Get lady and I'm gonna get in trouble at home. Wait till sometimes, eh? Imagine you are worried and nervous that Yena had is nix. Guys, I was fighting him. Like, I was fighting him, truly speaking. Like, I was trying to remove him from the door because I'm hungry, I'm nervous. I just wanted to go home. What does he do? Onkaki. We can saw Kajini. Like, imagine, we can saw. I cried, shame. I literally cried. I thought this guy, he literally waited for me to finish crying. He was like, no, relax. I'm not going to do anything to you. I just want to spend the night with you. So over. He's like, no, I lied about my mom. My mom is in bloom and she's not sick. I just wanted to spend the night with you. Never ever have I felt so defeated, you guys. It's 10. So fine, I texted my mom. Because already I was afraid to go home, right? Fast forward, since Kidutu guy from 12 in the morning, he hasn't offered me anything besides water. Little water thing, I had to ask for it. A few minutes later, he's like, let's go to bed. I'm like, nope, he's like, no, that couch is not comfortable. At least sleep in my brother's room. Fine. Yo, my day got worse. That room reeked. Hey, who know like, who know you guys? Betty, dead. Sheets, dead. Pillowcases, dead. Like, I don't know. I was so hungry, you guys. Like, he was literally unang pastis. The next day, nope, it's fine, I'll walk. The way I was so hungry, my body was weak. I'm surprised Haka fainted shame. It was at that moment I understood why they broke up with the girl. Okay. No one can understand why girl anadula a complain about this guy is stingy. The way Alan stingy kate, o stingy honyonta. Somehow you wish I got an unkabekila fainter, you know. So that a bua who did doctor why he fainted. A bua why some fatigue. So fine, hands on kapada, he's busy asking me, oh sharp, are you sure you're okay? And then to get him fit. Hey, sharp, leave me alone, please. I wasn't myself again. He's used to me being the talkative one. So I had a lot of explaining to do. I got in trouble. The beating I got that day, yo, no, and I don't blame them. So that actually made me hate the guy even more. Because at least I never fool, you know, maybe now that I was hungry, after that, I decided to not speak to him anymore. Guys, I decided seeing this colored guy, this other colored guy. You know what? You're not the only guy relationship Azanga texter, it's over. I decided to leave, right? I decided to leave without saying a word. Fine, I left. I found a better guy, you know. So moral of the story is, ladies, let's normalize having cash in our bags. How I am cheating. For in case why you know what, I'm sorted because yay, you guys, you ladies, I mean, yeah, let's just normalize having cash in our bags. For guy how you know that we're not all sorted, right? But either way, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos. I will see y'all in my next video.